Hi guys, welcome back to Tales of an Indian Woman. Yeah, and it's been seriously so long since I said hi to all of you. So, Beyond the Binary is a conversation starter around the LGBTQIA community. So, ever since it was International Day for Visibility of Transgenders, it has been on my mind to use this platform to disseminate some basic information regarding the same. And around the same days, whenever we observe such visibility, we see videos online around the people advocating for the rights. So, two of the great advocates of India, Menka ma'am and Arundhati ma'am, who have been actively and very beautifully advocating for the rights of the community. Their videos was also surfaced online, and every time I watch them argue or put forward their thoughts or arguments, it leaves me enchanted. And there has never been a moment when I've not been in awe of the way they put forward their thoughts, and just it's just beautifully done. And I, being a law student, I'm a fan of advocacy, of course. So it was in 2018 when I joined law school, and around the same time, um there was a guideline from some years before that, in fact, from Ministry of Women and Child Development, that a gender club has to be constituted in colleges, which will uh, carry out the activities around the gender sensitization of students. So I'm just starting the conversation on my YouTube channel. It is actually a job of very big responsibility. So I'm just going to touch the surface, and I hope I do it responsibly. Yeah. So, since the workshop was conducted, I was also an attendee of the same, and they had distributed some literature around the same topics. And while I was going through it, I found them in my drawers actually. So I was going through them, and some of the underlining thoughts that I came across, and want to share it on this platform. This is a guideline on the reporting of the community, and it is by Nazaria. It's a queer feminist resource group which had come to our college for conducting that very workshop. So, for the basic addressing of the people, use umbrella terms like LGBT, LGBTQ, LGBTIQA. So, every initial has a meaning to it, rather than the gay community, which is not an inclusive term. So this I wasn't aware of, and in fact my younger cousin had used this term. I wasn't aware that it is a derogatory term. So eunuch, it's a derogatory term. We use it in general parlance many a times, but it is not a term which is to be used. And the right usage is transgender woman or trans woman. So the author of this particular literature also goes on to say that if you're doing a story about a certain community, ensure you have voices from that community as quotes, reading material, artwork, featured images, etc. So that brings across a very important line of thought and reasoning कि जिनके बारे में बात हो रही है उनकी स्टोरीज बतानी चाहिए, उनसे आनी चाहिए. और ये हमने बहुत सारे रीसेंट जो सोशल चेंजेस हुए हैं उसमें भी ऑब्जर्व किया. And try as much as possible to bring diversity into your writing. For instance, it's good to consider questions. I, being someone who has been influenced by creativity, wants to use this video as a request that people from across the community should come and tell their stories. And storytelling also needs diversity, and people need to hear your stories. It's as important as you are in this world.